Let's go now.
On second down, Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 1, Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set.
Tua on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gabriel Davis, 46 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity. And then to go in there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Russell for that time on the sack, and he brings brings up second.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second and 14. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's a good bounce back after giving them a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up here in this half.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... Touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball, let me carry this thing home.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Ready.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he appears to be about 2 feet short. 4th and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A handoff, Fournette running left, powers through it. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's across for a touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. They find some open field here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think. And I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.